Ever wonder what's inside a McLane truck? It's an innovative supply chain, combining 38 automated distribution centers, one of the nation's largest fleets coast to coast, over 40,000 grocery and restaurant products, and 15,000 teammates committed to bringing everything to you safely and efficiently. McLane, your supply chain advantage in action.
Hi, this is Steve Holtz for CSP TV. In this day and age, food service is becoming more and more important to convenience stores, and trend reports show that consumers are starting to trade down to less expensive food options to make their money go further as the economy struggles. This, of course, opens more doors for convenience stores. To talk about that a little bit, I sat down with Sam Odeh of Power Mart and Steve Loehr of Quick Trip to talk about their respective food service programs. And we're going to start today with Sam Odeh. He's president and CEO of Power Mart. Sam, first of all, I want to thank you for joining us. Now, as being part of Power Mart, you both have a couple of stores of your own that you own and operate, but you also put together programs that independent retailers can take and put into their stores. So I guess my first question to you would be, what's the secret to making food service work in a small store? And I'm talking, say, 2,000 square feet.
There are really three initiatives that we strive to accomplish. First and foremost, complete new image. So we demo completely the old facility, and we come up with a whole new facility. In terms of, we are trying to accomplish consumer confidence, first and foremost. Second, we eliminate over 50% of our core staple categories, such as salty snacks, such as slow-moving items. And in a lot of cases, if we can't eliminate them completely because they do accent some of our other sales, we basically reduce their space significantly, such as automotive and HBC. In terms of, independent operators, we have to keep them in mind. So we try to make it a very simple, the KISS method is our food service program. And we strive to keep it into 55 core offerings, and we try to perfect those in terms of sandwiches and ready-to-go meals.
Okay. Well, on the other side of the coin, you're also working on a larger store that'll actually have a drive-through as part of it. What are some of the challenges making that work?
We knew we would be faced with challenges, and that's why we went out and hired the professionals. We went out and hired folks who run and continue to run successful operations, and we got the chefs that we need. We have the frontline people that we need. We have the safety handling. So we as an organization did not have those professionals in our system. So that was a complete outsource, which we brought into the corporation.
And what goals have you set for the drive-thru? Are there a certain number of sandwiches you're hoping to sell?
Absolutely. I mean, our menu from a QSR to the drive-thru standalone restaurant basically quadruples. We get into heavy into the breakfast, where it's also a sit-down breakfast. We also expand our dessert categories, and more importantly, we begin to explore the late night. Being in a metropolitan area, late night menu is very important. Normally, those three categories are not as developed in the QSR in the small format.
Okay. Well, last question for you, Sam. How important in today's economy is value pricing for your food service products?
Very important. It's do or die. About 50% of our core private label and sandwiches are within the no less than 99 cents and fall into 99 to $1.99. Then we have 25% of our menu anywhere from $2.99 to $7.99, and another 25%, which makes up the $7.99 to $15.99, but we have no item on our menu over $15.99.
Well, thank you, Sam. Appreciate you joining us. And now moving into the hot seat is Steve Loehr. He's the Vice President of Operations for Quick Trip. That's KT out of Wisconsin. Steve, thank you for joining us. You heard Sam talk a little bit about value pricing and how important that is. And certainly value propositions is something that KT capitalizes on whenever it can. How do you get that message across to consumers, specifically for food service?
In really a multitude of ways. Signage, electronic signs at every store. We feature food items with price, pump topper signs, our Muzak in store. By time of day, we would mention price on a breakfast item in the morning, a lunch item at noon. Just lately, we've been starting 1 day a week having items for $1. It might be a burger for $1, a chicken sandwich for $1, a slice of pizza for $1. That's gone over just wonderfully. A relatively new way to get their price message across to our customers is using email. And we're also in the beginning stages of actually texting customers with the specials of the day or which soups do we have today and this type of thing. So trying to use every means of communication we have to get that price message across.
And with today's economy, are you finding that's more important than in the past?
We think so. The economy is tough out there and getting tougher, and I think people are looking for value, and you need to convey that with the food items you have. But I think we have an advantage of Quick Trip because we've been trying to convey that for years with items we call quick and lows, whether it be bananas, milk, bread, and I think that gets the customers in the frame of mind that Quick Trip is a place to go for value, but more important than ever.
Do you feel the vertically integrated model of your food service program makes achieving that value proposition a little easier for you?
I think it helps a lot because that third party delivering the product to you, needs to make a profit, and they're under the same pressures all other businesses are. Costs are up, so their cost of delivering is up. There's fuel surcharges. There's all these extra charges. And when we can do it ourselves, we deliver to the stores every day, so the product is fresh. And the more we can put on the trucks every day, the more efficient we get. And so having our own distribution center definitely helps with that proposition.
I understand you're also putting a lot of time into sampling in your stores, actually hiring people just to do sampling. Tell me about that.
Yeah, part of the training department presentation to all the food service coworkers is on sampling. And what are the attributes of a good food sampler? What kind of uniform does the food sampler wear? What items do they sample? What do they back the sampling up with? For example, it might be a coupon on that item to purchase, 50 cents off, $1 off, or maybe a coupon on a related item the next time they come in the store to purchase. But we're leaving the person with something other than the sample they tried. And a basic thing of sampling is to, hopefully the people are going to pick up the product, and a great many, over half the people we sample to buy the product, is to have that product on hand. Say, oh, we don't have any right now, but maybe tomorrow you can come in and buy it. And sampling has become, we mandate the amount of hours, and we budget for sampling hours every week, so it's not just, hey, somebody want to sample today, and we know the time of day we want to do it, which items we want to sample, and again, back it up with coupons and other things, and it's become a powerful part of our program.
So how often might that go on in a store?
Each store has a number of hours, between 20 and 30 hours a week to sample. And, depending on the item they sample, it might be drive time in the morning, people to work, might be sampling something like a salad in the morning, early morning, because we found out a lot of people are buying that fresh salad in the morning to take to work with them. We thought we need to have fresh salads ready at noon, but it was too late. People wanted them in the morning to take them to work, so sometimes we're sampling salads in the morning. Well,
finally, you're also putting more emphasis on take-home packaging for some of your food service products. What's going into that?
Take-home soup is really growing, and the beauty of that is it's the same soup that we sell hot in our kettles every day, so we can tell people, you like that chicken noodle, buy a quart of it to take home with you tonight. Our pizza program is also the same way, that we have take and bake pizzas they can take home and bake, or we'll bake them in the store for them to take home. And that is up to 8 or 10 pizzas a day, where several years ago it was 0.
Well, thank you, Steve, and thank you, Sam. And thank you for joining us for CSP TV. I'm Steve Holtz.
Ever wonder what's inside a McLean truck? It's an innovative supply chain, combining 38 automated distribution centers, one of the nation's largest fleets coast to coast. Over 40,000 grocery and restaurant products, and 15,000 teammates committed to bringing everything to you safely and efficiently. McLean, your supply chain advantage in action.